Want to speak real Thai from your first lesson? Sign up for your free lifetime account at ThaiPod101.com.
In this series, you'll master Thai pronunciation. Proper pronunciation is essential in Thai, and in this series, you'll learn it in a fast, comprehensive, and easy way. In this first lesson, you'll learn about the building blocks of the Thai pronunciation system that will help you in future lessons. Thai doesn't use an alphabetical writing system like English does. This makes learning Thai as a second language an incredibly challenging task. It's often necessary to use a romanization system to transcribe Thai into Roman letters first to allow you to get familiar with the script. As you become more familiar with Thai, you'll rely on the transcription less and less, until finally you'll be rid of them altogether. But for now, it's a good place to start. Many romanization systems exist, each with their own advantages and disadvantages. Unfortunately, there isn't an agreed-upon one-size-fits-all system for transcribing Thai into Roman letters. In this series, we'll be using a system that's the closest thing to a standard of transcription for Thai. This system is near identical to the Royal Thai General System of Transcription, or the RTGS for short, which is a type of transcription used by the Thai government for publications and road signs. Keep in mind, though, that its use is quite inconsistent, even by the government. Don't get too caught up with all the letters, though, because in this series we're more concerned with the sounds of Thai, and here they are. There are 21 consonant sounds and 18 vowel sounds in Thai. By using all of these sounds, you can form every single word in Thai. Still seem complicated? Well, how about this? Of the 21 consonant sounds in Thai, you already know 18 of the original sounds. That's right. If you're a native English speaker, then you already make these sounds every day. You can also ignore 14 of the vowel sounds for the very same reason. The only thing standing between you and perfect Thai pronunciation are 3 new consonant sounds and 4 new vowel sounds. You can handle that. Now let me introduce Jay, who will be helping you to master these new sounds.
สวัสดีค่ะ ดิฉัน เจ ค่ะ
Jay will be giving you native pronunciation examples for you to imitate. But for this first lesson, just sit back and listen to the unique sounds of Thai.
พรุ่งนี้ เจ จาน เฉ ฉัน รึ ชื่อ เยอะ เธอ
In the next lesson, we'll look at the top 5 pronunciation mistakes Thai learners make. You'll want to make sure not to fall into these common traps. After that, we'll begin going through the vowels and consonants of Thai. This is your chance to learn how to correctly say all of the words you just heard. We'll finish up the series by covering some special topics that will really make your Thai sound natural. To close this lesson, here's a question for you. Why is it important to spend time on learning proper pronunciation, even if you're already an advanced speaker? The answer, you will be understood, and this will help you build more confidence as you communicate in Thai. For beginners, you're creating a strong foundation to build on, and for more advanced students, this is your chance to improve your accent and lose any bad habits you may have picked up. In this lesson, you'll learn the top 5 Thai pronunciation mistakes to avoid. These are common mistakes that Thai learners tend to make, so pay close attention and make sure that you don't make these same mistakes too. Are you ready? Then let's get started. Many learners cannot differentiate their Thai R's and L's, mainly because they cannot produce the rolled R sound. You cannot use the English R from right to approximate the Thai R either. Instead, the English R will be rendered like an L sound, essentially making it no different as to whether you're saying right or light to Thai speakers. If you can't contrast the sounds clearly, you might mistakenly say the word for stealing
รัก
instead of the word for love in Thai.
รัก
As you can see, it's crucial that you do not make this mistake. To correct this problem, you'll have to learn the proper way to pronounce the rolled R sound in Thai. But don't worry, stick with us and we'll teach you the trick to pronouncing this sound in Lesson 6. Unlike some languages, such as English, all final consonants in Thai are unreleased. Take the previous example for love.
รัก
Do you notice how air in the final K sound is not expelled? This is true for all final consonants in Thai words. If an English speaker were to attempt to say this, however, they would tend to say something like ruck. It's a natural habit to release the final consonant sound. In order to pronounce this word properly, however, you want to stop just as the back of the tongue contacts the roof of the mouth. Never release the air of final consonants in Thai words.
รัก
This is a really common sound in Thai, so it's important that you can pronounce it correctly. This sound exists in English too. It's simply the NG sound in words like sing or ring. Unlike English, however, this sound can exist at the start of a word in Thai. Practice by first saying sing and then bouncing off of the word. Next, say the word sing internally in your mind. Do not pronounce the SI sound, but do pronounce the NG sound. Gradually, try to isolate the NG sound by itself. We'll cover this sound in more detail in Lesson 4. These are two P-like sounds.
เพอเปอ
The first is like the P in pan, while the second is like the P in span. English does not differentiate between these two P sounds, but Thai does. The first P sounds like a traditional English P that you would recognize. The second P is trickier, sounding like a soft B sound. It is not the same as the B sound, however, which is much harder. This P sound is said without aspiration, meaning you should not release a burst of air when pronouncing this sound. Place your hand over your mouth and compare the words pan and span. Note how there is a burst of air in the first P, but none in the second. We'll take another look at these sounds in more detail in Lesson 5. Thai is a tonal language. Tone is just as important as spelling in Thai, as it can be used to distinguish the meaning of one word from another. Thai is composed of 5 tones in total, i.e. middle, low, falling, high, and rising tones.
ไม่ ใหม่ ไม่ ไม้ ไหม
There are no shortcuts to learning Thai tones. The only way is to practice speaking and listening to Thai regularly. Imitating words in different tones, like the one in this example, is a very useful way to practice. We'll teach you all you need to know about Thai tones in Lesson 8. Now you know the top 5 Thai pronunciation mistakes to avoid. Try to be careful so that you don't make these same mistakes.
Want to get cheat sheets, audiobooks, lessons, apps, and much more every month for free? Just click the link in the description to get your free language gifts of the month.
In this lesson, you'll learn all 18 Thai vowel sounds.
อะ อา อิ อี อึ อือ อุ อู เอะ เอ แอะ แอ โอ โอ ออ อ เอ เอ
By learning all of these sounds, you'll be able to pronounce any vowel that could possibly appear in Thai. Are you ready? Then let's get started. The 18 vowel sounds in Thai come in short and long pairs. The length of the vowel is much more important in Thai than it is in English. If you were to say the word gap normally, and then you were to lengthen the vowel, gap, although people would look at you strangely, you'd still be understood because the meaning of the word does not change. This isn't true for Thai, however.
หวัด หวาด หวัด หวาด
Be mindful about the length of Thai vowels, otherwise you might be saying something completely different. Now, let's take a look at the first vowel sound.
อะ หวัด สับ ชัด
This is a short A sound, like the A in the word taco.
อะ 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 อะ
The next vowel sound is identical to the first, except that it's held for twice as long.
อา หวาด สาบ ชาติ
It's like the A in father. Be sure to open wide and allow the air to pour out of the mouth.
อา 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 อา
The next vowel sound is
อิ ติ ริบ จิบ
This is a short I sound, like the I in ski.
อิ 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 อิ
The next vowel sound is identical to the previous sound, but longer.
อี ตี รีด จีบ
It's like the sound the double E makes in the word green.
อี 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 อี
The next vowel sound is
อึ ขึ้น หรือ นึก
This vowel doesn't exist in English. To pronounce this sound, first try to pronounce the U in true. From there, try to unround and spread your lips. Listen to J.
อึ 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 อึ
The next vowel sound is identical to the previous sound, but longer.
อือ ชื่อ หรือ บือ
It's like an unrounded U sound. Be sure to lengthen the vowel sound. Listen to J.
อือ 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 อือ
The next vowel sound is
อุ จุด ลุก ดุ
This is a short U sound. It's like the sound the double O makes in the word look.
อุ 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 อุ
The next vowel sound is identical to the previous sound, but longer.
อู จูบ ลูก ดู
It's a long U sound, like the U in true.
อู 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 อู
The next vowel sound is
เอะ เตะ เสร็จ เล็ก
This is a short E sound, like the E in neck.
เอะ 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 เอะ
The next vowel sound is identical to the previous sound, but longer.
เอ เปล เอน เลข
It's a long E sound, similar to the E in the word nay.
เอ 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 เอ
The next vowel sound is
แอะ แกะ และ แพะ
it's a short, open, E-like sound, similar to the sound the A makes in the word at.
แอะ 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 แอะ
The next vowel sound is identical to the previous sound, but longer.
แอ แก แลก แพ
It's a long, open E sound, similar to the sound the A makes in the word man.
แอ 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 แอ
The next vowel sound is
โอะโต๊ะ ชก สด
it's a short O sound, like the O in boat.
โอะ 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 โอะ
The next vowel sound is identical to the previous sound, but longer.
โอ โต โชค โสด
It's a long O sound, like the O in go.
O O O O
The next vowel sound is
ออกเพาะเงาะเคาะ
It's a short, open O sound, like the O in not. Your mouth should be opened wider than the previous O sound. Listen to J.
ออกออกออกออก
The next vowel sound is identical to the previous sound, but longer.
อพองอคอ
It's a long, open O sound, like the O in ought. Be sure to open wide and allow the air to pour out. Listen to J.
ออออ
The next vowel sound is
เยอะเนอะเครอะ
To pronounce this sound, first try to pronounce the O in boat. From there, try to unround and spread your lips. Listen to J.
เออเออเออเออ
The next and final vowel sound is identical to the previous sound, but longer.
เออเธอเจอเชิญ
It's similar to the U in burn. You can pronounce this sound by producing the unrounded O sound that you learned previously. Be sure to lengthen the vowel sound. Listen to J.
เออเออเออเออ
Well done! You've just learned all 18 vowel sounds in Thai.
อะอาอิอีอึอืออุอูเอะเอแอะแอโอโออออเออเออ
With these sounds, you can pronounce any vowel that could possibly appear in the Thai language. Isn't that great? In this lesson, you'll learn the basics of Thai pronunciation.
Do you know that, like English, the Thai alphabet is divided into consonants and vowels?
In Thai, there are 21 consonant sounds and 18 basic vowel sounds. By using all of these sounds, you can form every single word in Thai.
Still seem complicated? Well, how about this? Of the 21 consonant sounds in Thai, you already know 18 of the original sounds.
That's right. If you're a native English speaker, then you already make these sounds every day.
You can also ignore 14 of the vowel sounds for the very same reason.
So the only thing standing between you and perfect Thai pronunciation is 3 new consonant sounds and 4 new vowel sounds. Let's hear Jay pronounce the unique sounds of Thai.
The new consonant sounds that you have to learn are r, j, and ch. And for the vowels,
One big difference between Thai and English pronunciation is that all final consonants in Thai are unreleased. Take the previous example for love.
รัก
Do you notice how air in the final K sound is not expelled? This is true for all final consonants in Thai words. If an English speaker were to attempt to say this, however, they would tend to say something like ruck. It's a natural habit to release the final consonant sound. Okay, let's listen again.
รัก รัก
How about this word, which means thinking in Thai?
It will sound like this คิด คิด
So just keep in mind that the last consonant in a Thai word is always unreleased. Thai is a tonal language. That means two seemingly similar words, or ones that sound the same for Western learners, can have two completely different meanings, simply depending on their respective intonation.
For example, ไกล and ใกล้ ไกล means far and ใกล้ means near.
The meanings are totally different, with a small change in the intonation. So just bear in mind that tone is just as important as spelling in Thai, as it can be used to distinguish the meaning of one word from another.
Thai is comprised of 5 tones in total: middle, low, falling, high, and rising tones.
You need to learn the Thai tones because a word in Thai can mean different things when a different tone is applied.
ไม่ ใหม่ ไม่ ไม้ ไหม middle ไม่ mile, low ใหม่ new, rising ไหม้ not or burning, high ไม้ wood or question word when asking, and falling ไหม silk.
So as you can see, with different intonation, the meaning changes.
To complete our introduction to the pronunciation lesson, I'll point out that the overall syllable must be spoken with the correct tone.
There are no shortcuts to learning Thai tones. The only way is to practice speaking and listening to Thai regularly. Imitating words in different tones, like the one in this example, is a very useful way to practice. Well done! Let's wrap up this lesson by recapping what we've learned. In this lesson, you learned that Thai has 21 consonant sounds and 18 vowel sounds. Pronunciation of all final consonants in Thai is silent. And in Thai, tones are very important, as a similar word with a different tone can have a different meaning. We've covered only the basics of Thai pronunciation. If you're interested in learning more, check out our Ultimate Guide to Thai Pronunciation. In that video series, we teach you how to pronounce every single sound used in Thai.
The question for this lesson is, how do I read rising tone or เสียงจัตวา in Thai? Rising tone is the fifth and the last of Thai tones. In Thai, we call this tone เสียงจัตวา. Similar to falling tone, this tone contains both low and high pitch. Let's begin learning about this tone and how we can say this tone perfectly. Rising tone usually uses ไม้จัตวา as a remark on Thai words. In transliteration, we use this mark to suggest the tone, as opposed to falling tone. In rising tone, the pitch goes down first and then goes up. Take, for example, the Thai name จ๋า You can hear that my pitch went down slightly and then up when pronouncing this word. To clarify further, I'll now put this tone in the same sentence as our previous lessons. ฉันกินไข่ต้มกับป๊า I eat boiled eggs with my dad. The truth is, this sentence contains all 5 tones of Thai. Can you recognize which words is in rising tone? The answer is the word ฉัน Let me say this sentence again slowly. ฉันกินไข่ต้มกับป๊า I eat boiled eggs with my dad. You can see that every word in this sentence has different sounds. The word ฉัน is pronounced first at a lower pitch then ascends. To perfect this tone, think about when you ask a question in English. This tone is quite similar to that. The question for this lesson is, how do I use ก็ in Thai sentences? ก็ is a word that's used informally in Thai. There are various meanings to this word. It can be used in almost any conversational situation. Most of the time, it's a connection word, mainly used to further explain things and to mean them. Let's begin to explore the usage of this word in Thai sentences so you can master it. One simple usage of ก็ is to use it to say then. It's a connection word in a sentence, just like the word then in English. For instance, ฉันจะไปห้างแล้วก็ไปร้านทำผมต่อ I am going to the mall and then to the salon. This form of ก็ is usually used with the word แล้ว which by itself means already. When แล้ว combined with ก็ the meaning of the phrase changes to and then. Here are some more examples. เรากินข้าวแล้วก็ดูหนังต่อ I'm eating and then watching a movie later. กวาดบ้านแล้วก็ถูบ้าน Sweep the floor and then mop the floor. We also use ก็ to help clarify our explanations. This can be used to reply to a why question. For example, somebody asked, ทำไมถึงทำแบบนี้ Why did you do this? In response, the other speaker says, ก็เขามาทำก่อน cause he did it first. When replying to a why question, ก็ is used at the beginning of the sentence. The most common meaning to English is probably cause, the short form of because. ก็ is the shortened form of ก็เพราะว่า equivalent to because. In an informal sentence, we only use ก็ at the beginning of the sentence to say because.